Hey, Facebook, and to my homeschooling fellow friends. I had to share this because sometimes people think that my life is, hey, so, I don't know, I get sometimes like people don't realize that others have stuff going on because they see either our social media or they only see little snapshots of everything so perfect. But we all know, and hopefully, so things are what they are. It's not like we don't have struggles. I just don't express all my struggles out in public, certainly not on Facebook. I would rather celebrate and share the good things, but there are challenges every single day, and homeschooling, I don't mean to say like homeschooling is all perfect and easy and wonderful. It is being a mom, being a single mom, being an ex-wife, and trying to still keep with my values and be kind to the people in my life that, and then just homeschooling. It is really a struggle every single day, but I don't focus on the struggle. I focus on doing the next right action, the next best action for myself, for my boys. And then there are the breakthroughs, and they happen when you least expect them, and they happen magically, and they could be a year in between, it could be days, it can be many years, and you just keep focusing, and you don't, I don't know, I think that the biggest thing I would say with the homeschooling is just being present, stay present. And I learned this from the Course in Miracles, that it doesn't mean what you think it means. And it's real easy to get this idea that A happens and that means this. B happens or they did this and that means this, and they're thinking this or it means that. And that is so dangerous. It's just a really dangerous trap to get yourself into. As parents and as homeschooling parents, we have a very amazing opportunity and responsibility to help our kids and help our future. And I think that is so much more important than the politics and the insanity that's going on out in the world, because the world is really within you and within your children, and our future is really within us and in our children. So taking the time to be present and to really simplify everything in your life down to thinking. I always think about my 14-year-old in the back now and 12-year-old, and I remember when they were 3 and 6. And I would, in my mind, envision what they would be like at this age, and what would I have to do, who would I have to be, how would I have to show up as a mom in order for me to raise healthy, happy, connected human beings that could communicate and articulate things that are going on within them in a safe and healthy way, that they could, learning times tables. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's a struggle. Learning to read, sometimes it's, I had one child who was reading at 5 and one child that wasn't reading till 10 and hated books. And so you can't judge, oh, well, they're not reading, or he's supposed to be doing this by 5th grade or 7th. All of that is so arbitrary, and it doesn't mean what you think it means. And I used to worry so much about that. And I think parents do worry about things that we don't need to be worrying about. We need to be focused on love and putting that frequency out, not fear, not being afraid of education, because believe me, with kids, it will come out in, as they say, come out in the wash. But what's going to be more important as far as what you teach them is how to be, the fundamentals, just the fundamentals of a human being. Because we're always learning. I'm 51, I'm still learning things. I'm learning chemistry with my 14-year-old that I didn't learn. I remember going through some of it. I don't remember the periodic tables. What did I use them for? And now it's the most exciting and most fun and neat. And so I just hope that as homeschoolers and teachers now, because many parents are doing that and then trying to have to juggle, 7-year-olds should not be on a digital device learning anything. God forbid a 5 or a 6-year-old. That breaks my heart that that's what they would have to be doing, and that they're provided a Chromebook, that every child's provided a Chromebook to learn. No, have them cook with you, have them do things with you. It's just like, oh, okay, so there's my little rant. But it's also that I believe in our children, I believe in our future, and that's what we need to put our attention on. That's what we need to vote for. I vote for that. I vote for our kids' future. I vote for the well-being of what we do in our home, because that's going to matter most. If we go out and vote in politics, I don't know about all of that. I don't know I don't get into all of, I don't know, but I know it's not healthy for me to be looking at that stuff or stressing about that stuff. And if that's what's happening, and then it happens 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times over, 1,000,000,000 times over to the people on this planet, what's that creating? I don't want to contribute to that motion. I don't want to contribute to that frequency. I want to contribute to love, kindness, wholeness. And so I start with me, and I start with my home and my environment and this sphere of influence that I can make. And I think that's what all of us have to do. And so we use Facebook. Maybe 2 people will say it, Tom, Chad, hey. So you'll see that, and then maybe you'll be inspired. You're bored. And then coming from a good place. He's on a break, and he's bored, and he didn't want to be on this, but all right. Take care, everybody. It's a gorgeous day. Look how beautiful it is. So pretty. So beautiful. And Kim, hey there, sweetie. So the breakthroughs will happen when they happen, but most of the time, it's hard work. That's life. That is life. It is not a Facebook snap, and it's not a reality TV show where they see everything pretty. I did acting for 30 years, and you know what? 90% of it was hard work in the trenches to see a 2-hour film or a 30-minute show. That's what we have to be okay with, and not think that everything's, a perfect little thing. It is what it is. And so we put our foot in front of the other, and the next one, and the next one. As long as you know what direction you want to be going, you should be going. Are you in that direction? Do you know where you want to be going? Do you is your foot moving in that direction? Awesome. If it's not, fix that. And then take the next step, and then take the next step, and then take the next step. That's what it is. So my whole point on all of this was that, it may look like everything's all perfect and wonderful. It's perfect and wonderful in my life because I'm intending it to be that way. Does it all look like, it's just what it is, right? We just have to show up and be present, and with love in our hearts, that's how we make a difference. Okay, happy days. Back to it now.